Welcome to Prithian, a land ruled by high lords and rich with magic and monsters. For the last 50 years, the courts found themselves under the rule of a dark queen until a human mortal came to break her curse. That was 6 months ago, but the shadow continues to stretch across Prithian as a new set of adventurers set out to save it. Welcome back, you guys. I don't know why it feels like it's been so long, but it really hasn't. Um, a quick recap of last week. Our party did some shopping while waiting until the morning to set off on our adventure. We made our way into the Market of Marvels, where you met with the fairy stallkeeper, Vesper Lily. You purchased some healing potions, some ash arrows. You met with the fortune teller and had your futures divined. Kalis pulled the Empress. Sani pulled the Strength card, and Valkon and Maradrum pulled the Devil.
I thought I pulled the mother. I'm sorry.
It was technically the Empress, but yes, it was a mother figure. It was a
Thank you.
mother's guidance, is what it was. Mother's
Sorry, Beyond.
guidance.
The mother.
The party,
Actually,
actually, you made your way back over to the Cobalt Consortium, where you met with the archivist Celestine, who, after while some members contemplated a heist, um, but some massive persuading by Mara, was able to have a cursed mace loaned out to the party. You left with your pockets mostly full, and Kalis also with a swiped box of confessions. So you made your way back to the Cracked Cauldrons and partook of games and drinks, winning some and losing some. Valken sneaked into the vacant bedroom of Marjoram, leaving her with a gift of a jeweled dagger, and letting loose the cockatrice, and then spending the rest of the night in the bottle of absinthe fairy wine. The party won some coin and lost some in games of darts, and the night ended with everyone happily off to their beds, ready to set off to the forest of Seneca on the morrow. And with that, good morning.
Good morning.
The sun streams
Good
in
morning.
through your windows, and the dawn of a new day greets you. Everybody wakes up in their own beds. We've all agreed to gather out in the town, the main town of Solus, like out in front of the Cracked Cauldron. Whenever you get ready to, what's everybody doing?
um, I just looking, waiting, I guess, talking to
I'm twirling my hair in my fingers.
Twirling your hair in your fingers.
maybe I'm trying to braid my hair if I know how to braid my hair, and still like trying to make sure I have everything that I need. You know.
Valkon is trying to cure his hangover. He would go to the bar early in the morning, trying to find something to like stifle his aching headache.
And you see that the barkeep comes out to you and he offers you a hearty breakfast and also a little hair on the dog on the side.
Nice.
Nice.
He's just miserably waiting for everybody downstairs eating his like burnt charcoal breakfast.
Yeah.
This reminds. It's giving like, you're on a school trip, but like out of, we're at Washington D.C. and you are waiting in the lobby for everybody and it's just really silent. You have a weird taste in your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Kalis is sitting at the bar. He's drinking a cup of coffee and he's like a little bit hungover, but mostly he just can't sleep too good. Like he's not used to sleeping in inns and like feather beds and pillows, and wakes up a lot in the middle of the night. It's just like where am I at? And it's still not accustomed to being away from camp and cots and
You feel like you would sleep better.
yeah, like the sound of people talking and roughhousing late into the night, like all over. So
The dark's
he's
hitting the
adjusting
wall.
to it, and he's
Yeah.
just kind of drinking some coffee
It's not
and
funny either.
trying to wake up.
It's not a Red Bull.
Can I roll perception to see if there's anybody in tavern this morning that we recognize?
Sure.
I got a 17.
A 17. You see Caradwin, the tavern owner, as she has been there the day before, and the barkeep. The rest of the tavern is pretty empty for this time of morning, because it is very, very early morning. The pale rays of dawn are streaming in through the window, and everything is still very quiet. The day still holds that like quiet breath dew on the grass. You see that Lyra comes in, and she is looking fresh faced and well rested, and her hair is back in a tight French braid, and she has her cloak and a weighted pack on her side, and her weapons. And she says, "You guys ready to go on an adventure?"
Well, now I want to braid my hair.
I'll unbraid mine if you want.
Mara whips it
I was
into a
thinking
tight
about it
braid.
because I was like, your hair looks really nice down, and
Hang on, I'll do it on camera.
I kind of have a weird little side thing going on.
Yeah, yours has fallen them. I apologize because I braided Lily's hair in real life.
I'd recommend a braid just because of the wind,
Right.
personally.
Right, from
Very
flying.
smart. Very smart.
And I have a lot of it.
I'm very ready to go on an adventure.
Mara braids her hair, and everybody readies up. Does anybody have anything else they want to do before we head outside?
Valkon wants to double check that we have like a map that shows like terrain and things like that. If any of the characters like have one that we're going on the adventure with.
We need a compass too.
Lyra says, as she speaks up to him,
She's
she
a
says
ranger.
that I have a rough map of the terrain in the area, and various geography of the area, but as the forest itself is still pretty wild, there's not a whole lot of like strictly mapped out terrain. I've spent a lot of time trying to do that, but I've only been able to get so far myself. But I do have a vague idea of a direction of where to go. We're gonna want to head off of the coast up into the mountains. We're gonna want to head northeast towards the forest of Seneca. It's gonna be about a day's flight to get halfway there, probably.
Okay, so we need to get going.
Right.
A full day's flight to get to get deep into the heart of the forest, where we're looking for when reading the story, within the story I read about there being a rivers flowing backwards, and there's one large river that I know of in that area, but it's deep within the forest of Seneca, bordering on the mountains themselves. So it will take about a full day's flight to get to that location.
It's like, it's a lot. So did we decide? Mara brings up. Did we settle on who was gonna carry me? Kalis, right? Kalis,
Yeah.
you carry me or
Kalis?
no?
Kalis is supposed to.
What?
Yeah, I think Kalis was carrying Mara, and
Okay.
Sani has
Yeah. I
Okay,
got
that was
me,
all I didn't mean to do.
Lyra.
You got gas, Mark?
And Valkon can only fly
I got
half a
gas
day's
in there.
distance.
I think 25 miles is our.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So our trip is gonna be like pretty much doubled, I feel like. He feels so bad. He's like already like red in the face because he can't carry Mara, but he feels so bad.
Is Valkon's walking?
And you
Mara
see
wanted
that
to
Elira
walk
just
in.
like kind of pats you on the back and say, "What's another couple of days walking in the forest?"
Wait, so Valkon's walking?
No, we're all flying, but we just won't be able to make it as far into the forest
Okay.
before. I mean, because
Yeah.
we will have to land to a point anyways
Yeah.
because of the threat of aerial predators.
Yeah.
That's why we can't fly the whole way.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh
No problem.
no, we have to take a break. It's
I mean, it might work out actually if we get to a point and set up camp, and then maybe if I have a little left in the tank, I can go and do a little scouting ahead. Just a little, just a
we'll
little
see.
bit.
We'll see.
Okay, I'm spitballing.
Mara is thinking about offering to just walk with Valkon.
He's flying. He's flying. He's
I know,
flying.
but when he needs to walk because he get tired, I want to be there. I want to be there where he needs me.
I mean, what's her name?
Just have his back.
Lyra?
I mean, Lyra's walking.
I'm feeling
I'm
very
carrying
impressed by
Lyra.
the dagger. I haven't let it go. I've loved gifts. No one's ever given me a gift. Come from under the mountain.
Keep running around.
Forever my excuse.
I've also never received a gift.
Oh, Cass, but you're the feather. The feather was an indirect gift.
That is
Because you took
And
it.
that's an interesting way to think about it.
He gave you the ash arrow.
Yes.
He did give you that.
Gift giving is his love language.
Yeah. I do appreciate that, and I do remember, and I'll make good use of them. But is there anything else we need? Camping supplies. I'm kind of looking to Lyra here. Like what? Look at our wares.
We
We show them
this when we shopped.
we show them what we have. Yeah. Well, before we head out, it's early in the morning, but like I turn to Lyra and I'm kind of like, is there anything else? Like I'm leaning on your expertise. You've been out.
You've got your camping gear. You've got a climber's kit.
Have a kazoo that glows in the dark.
Yeah.
Is the kazoo helpful?
I
Yes.
have.
Who knows? Who
Kazoo
knows? You never know when
necessary.
you might need a kazoo.
I have a bunch of stuff that'll kill us, a few things that'll bring us back, and a wood whittling kit.
Like I can pick up some rations. Like
Bada bing, bada boom.
I can pick up some food stores inside.
I think everybody should have them on them at least a week's worth of rations in their kits. I mean, and everybody has weapons, right?
Yes.
I know that there was some debate about magical weapons. They are much more effective against certain creatures. However, I've been able to get by. And regular magic tends to be okay.
Behind him.
But I'm ready to head out whenever everybody else is.
Oh.
I should have picked new spells for this game. I forgot we was going.
I mean, you still can. It is at the beginning. You can prepare spells if you want to. This now would be the time to do that.
We are so bad.
So I was saying, I think we're good on supplies.
Okay.
Okay?
Is this how I carry Lyra?
The party gathers about, buddying up with their flying partners. Kalis carrying Mara, Sani carrying Lyra, Valkon solo, and with a breath of anticipation, you set off into the sky.
That is so
Breathing
cool.
in the salt-soaked air, you rise above the coastal city of Solus, shimmering in the early morning light. its white and sandstone buildings and bustling harbor gleaming under the gentle caress of the sun. You rise higher, Solace's slowly waking streets and colorful rooftops blending into a picturesque mosaic against the shrinking turquoise coastline as you soar over the high stone walls and cliffs that surround cities. The sun warms your skin as the landscape below you changes into rolling hills and verdant meadows, dotted with farms and orchards fed by glittering streams winding through the countryside. The wind is favorable, the sky is clear, the morning stretches on, and the fields and meadows slowly turn into groves of wood, the beginnings of the border of the ancient forest of Seneca spreading before you.
How does Mara feel flying for the first time?
Well, so the first thing that Mara thought was, oh my god, what happens if I have to use the bathroom? Because she immediately wanted to piss her fucking pants. And, like, she doesn't like being that close to anybody, especially not... Are you scaly or furry?
Really neither. The wings are kind of like skin.
He's just a person.
So you just have blue skin?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know. I can't tell from the picture. So, that's how I feel flying.
Kayla's is kind of rigid and awkward. How did you want to fly? Like,
Oh, I don't know.
kind of like you're kind of koala bear on the
Yeah,
front. You
because
can't go
I'm
on the
scared.
back.
Yeah, because I'm swallowed on the front. You're not carrying me like a damsel. That's not aerodynamic.
Yeah.
I'm clinging like a baby.
Yeah, it kind of hurts. Like it's like a little tight.
Because I'm squeezing really tight.
I'm like, how you doing?
I'm gonna go.
Yeah, I probably should have practiced this maybe.
And you can feel my heart.
You're doing
jumping.
really good.
Thank you.
Just you
My
don't have
tattoo
to.
artist said that to me too.
You don't have to grab that hard. Like I got you. I got you. You don't have to. You're kind of choking me.
Okay, if you say so, and I loosen my grip so ever so slightly, he cannot
It's like
even notice.
it's imperceptible. Like, good job. Good job.
I just think about loosening up. Like, I think so hard about it that I think I'm doing it, but I'm not.
Should be just another half hour. Okay, this is very awkward because I've never had to fly with someone before, so I'm kind of like rocking a little bit. I'm trying so hard to keep it together, like
I've been on boats.
very rigid, very like
I've been on boats.
kind of like open hand hug, like.
And you can't like talk. It's just
Don't drop
awkward.
the baby.
No, I got her.
He ain't dropping this baby. That grip is on.
Don't drop the baby.
He couldn't shake me off.
I'm like, so that you got a new dagger. What's that about? I'm just trying to make conversation, like
How
we're
did you know?
driving.
How did you know I got a new dagger?
I couldn't help it. It was glistening in your pack. I
Yeah.
seen
It is really shiny.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Valkon left that in my room, allegedly. And it was really nice, and I had planned on using it to kill the bad guys.
Oh. Oh, you think Valkon left it for you?
I think so. At this point, I'm calming down a little bit.
Cool. That's he's really nice. He gave me some ash arrows. Like
Oh, so he's really generous.
I was a little worried about him at first because he's doesn't sit like he's kind of he's very like to himself or like
Right.
very
you
swept up
remember-
in like what he's but that's really cool. That's really
Right.
cool.
Right. Well, I mean, you remember when we first met Valkon, he was just kind of following loosely behind us, and it was kind of intimidating and scary then, too.
Yeah.
So he's just a mysterious guy.
But last night it was fun. Like I don't know, we kind
You guys hit
of
it
played
off?
some darts and we got a little,
Got a little handsy.
Did.
No.
Anyway.
He's like visibly struggling. Like I feel like Mara would notice, but Cumulus and Sonny, because they are like people with wings, like you would notice that like his wings are like just not flapping the way they should be. Like they are just not handling it well.
Aw.
Do we need to?
My heart breaks.
Should we go ahead? Should we go ahead and wait a rest or something? How long have we been playing? They talked for a while.
We did too long.
You guys have now reached, you're over the canopy of trees of the forest of Seneca. Now below you is a dense canopy. You'll have to really look to be able to search for any clearings, places to land. If you guys would, let's see, one of y'all roll, and let me see. Investigation, perception, nature, survival, anything like that.
Wow.
To try to like look for somewhere, a safe place to stop.
Yeah.
And you've made it about like 25 of the like the 50 miles in, so you're about halfway.
Got a
Where's my bag?
15 investigation check.
Okay.
Where's my bag? Where's my bag?
I got
Okay.
21 on perception.
Here.
Sharp eyes.
What did you get?
I got an 8.
Oh man, I heard you say perception, but didn't hear your roll, and I was like, oh.
Do you see it anywhere?
Valkon is heavily breathing and just trying to focus on keeping himself in
Yeah.
the air
I just had it, dude.
and trying desperately not to show his strain. I can imagine.
He's a big boy. He wants to be seen as a big boy.
And he is.
He is still such a big, strong, brave boy. Kalis, you spot a breaking in the trees. A small clearing of canopy large enough for you all to land safely.
We got 12 on survival.
12 on survival. You see that through the break in the trees, you notice that along with Kalis, and you notice that around it, the ground looks soft. Nothing looks crazy around there. It looks just like a good break, a safe spot to land.
Hell yeah. In camp or no, just landing?
You would have to like land to really investigate that.
Oh, so I can't see good in this universe either, huh?
It's very, very thick, tall, almost redwood-sized trees.
Oh,
It's very hard to see all the way down.
That's awesome. I can't wait to get in that.
How
Yeah,
do you
Go ahead.
how do you spell the forest name?
Seneca, Seneca.
Thank you. Sorry.
Kellis will point out to the rest of the group, like, I see a clearing down there that might be good for us to land if we want to rest up.
Marcos, looks good, team.
Valkon will say, like, we keep moving. He'll look at Lyra. She's supposed to be leading, right? Like she's the so he'll look at her and be like, lead the way. Like we'll walk for a little while.
Mara's happy to walk.
Look at the forest.
You all land set safely onto an almost bouncy, mossy earth below. Light filters through the dense canopy of towering trees, the edges of the clearing bordered by a dense thicket. You guys can explore around, do any investigations or perceptions, any checks that you might want to do.
Can I do a survival roll for, like, any... Is it going to be perception or survival for any signs of dangerous wildlife?
Survival or nature, either of those would be good.
I will roll survival. 6 plus 7 is 13.
Can I do a perception check?
I'd also like to roll perception.
Wait, it's a 14.
14.
I got a 16.
A 16 on perception as well.
Yes.
And I got a 13 on survival.
Okay. So looking around the clearing, Mara, you don't see any signs of dangerous wildlife. You hear the sounds of birds and other small creatures, but you don't see any of the telltale signs of like predators, like large claw marks or burrows anywhere around. Sonny, you notice a gleaming catch an array of light over off into the far left side by the roots of some trees. You just see light catching a glittering color.
Interesting. Anyone else?
And then, Kalis, what you notice is that the patches of dirt that you see around that spot, you might see around certain logs, that those spots of earth is a soft, silty sand. And I would say you would, just from experience in the wilderness, know that to be like a quick sand.
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. A who now?
Well, I'll tell everybody that there's quicksand over there.
What?
And kind of point like those soft patches over there. That's sand, but specifically, I think just try to avoid it. Don't step on it because it might.
Well, if
suck
there's some of those, aren't there gonna be more?
Wait, that's not where I was looking. Where was it?
Yes, over in front of where you see the light patching on the ground is in front of or behind a large patch of quicksand, and the patch itself looks to be like 8 feet
Jeez.
by 6.
Is Lily in it, or is she just died?
No, she hasn't gone over there to it. They've just noticed it off the bat.
Thank God.
So,
Yeah, I'll point with everybody.
yeah, I'm gonna say I see something kind of shiny behind it. I think.
Well, can you like just fly over the quicksand and investigate it?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you could.
Okay.
Be careful.
I'll kind of hang back where we landed.
Can I do that? I want to do that.
Guidance.
Yeah. So you fly over there and you investigate the area around the quicksand, and you see underneath the earth just a few bits peeking out, a few coins, a few gold coins, and you also see some broken remnants of rusted armor embedded into the earth next to it.
Got some old armor and coins and things like that.
What? I'm still
Can you
back
see
where
like
we landed.
what kind of armor it is? Like roll like culture or religion or something like that to see.
Yeah, you
Like
can
if
roll
it's like
history,
wolver armor.
religion, investigation.
I have a 3 in religion.
Okay.
So.
What do I have in this? Maybe.
12.
12.
12.
The armor in particular, you don't know a whole lot about. It's badly, badly damaged and rusted in fractured pieces. Um, but the coins you get a closer look at, and they don't look like the normal face of a gold coin. They have a different face to them. Um, Instead of just like the typical mother and cauldron, um, it's a double-faced cauldron.
Double-faced cauldron.
How interesting.
How interesting.
Can I roll history on the armor to see if, like, maybe I've seen people in the same colors or dress come through?
Yeah.
Working for my father or anything?
Yeah, absolutely.
Should I take a point?
Yeah. Fuck! Okay, 7.
7.
I hate it here tonight. The dice are not. This isn't my dice box.
Do not recognize it. It's badly damaged. It has been left to the elements and age for no telling how many years.
It's a
So
bummer.
you're not sure what you can discern of the armor.
Damn.
Okay, this
But
is-
there are probably about 20 gold pieces embedded in the dirt.
Oh my goodness. So what do we think happened here, you guys?
I don't know.
Call me forensic or whatever. Do we think that he got stuck in the quicksand and like his body was eventually like
Can Valkon like throw a stick in the quicksand? He just wants to see like how quickly.
How quick is this quicksand?
Yeah, help it.
So you throw a stick in, and you have to get like a fairly heavy stick. Yeah. Like
hefty
a
long.
good sized one, and you watch it, you throw it in there and you watch it, and then slowly start to sink.
Yeah. So he says you'll be fine. You'll be fine. We'll get you out if you fall into it.
That's the thing with quicksand though, Valkon. It's a non-plutonian liquid, so the more you struggle, the more it hangs on.
That's good to know, actually.
Has Lyra walked up to the group?
Yes, Lyra has walked up to the group,
Okay.
and she's observing the scene as well.
Because Kalis was kind of sat down, like where we landed was kind of surveying the area with Lyra and has sauntered over with them and was like, what y'all got going on over here?
Quicksand.
Trying to debate if I should just take 1 coin or 20.
I can snatch all of them. I mean, that guy doesn't need them, and he kind of like points to the armor.
Good point from Valkon.
Can I pocket all the money?
Yeah.
Wait, maybe we should let Kalis touch it first and see if it's cursed.
Where should fly over the quicksand for $20. I mean, I'll admit it's odd. Is this what we're doing? Okay. If we all agree that you want I should go over and get the gold, I'll do it.
I was
But
asking you guys, and this is the feedback that I've gotten.
we just
so-
landed. All right.
I can leave it.
I'm just worried it's a trap, Sonny.
Okay, well, why didn't you say that?
Look, I don't know, because I was enticed like you to 20 gold pieces, but it's seeming too good to be.
I mean, it's looking trap. Like,
Okay.
if you want,
Okay.
if you
Looking
want.
boobies.
Okay.
So is this what we? I mean, I'll.
So not even take 1. Fucking get out of here.
We could just walk around the
You're the heaviest. You don't want to get stuck.
Okay,
Just say the word. I'll go touch the gold. But I was looking at where we should go next. I was talking to Lyra about strategizing.
I'm jumping back over. I'm flying back over, and I'm gonna leave it alone. Not gonna touch it.
Watch that have been like revivify. Something crazy. I also could kill this.
The birds chirping
So
peacefully.
so what do What are we doing?
I'm leaving it alone. I'm walking around.
We gotta follow Lyra.
All right, yeah, I'm
Yeah,
sticking.
So
I'm
you
sticking with Lyra.
guys follow Lyra, and she leads you past a small still pond, and a large willow tree. And as you pass the willow tree, you come into the vision of the surrounding area of a large ruin, a temple ruin covered in moss and vine. Um, you see that the walls have crumbled with age, and that there are two statues on either side um, of this the one structure that is still there, or intact, is a massive stone archway. Um, and Sani, roll a religion check for me.
Guidance. Is that allowed?
What I was like, do I roll what do I roll with guidance?
Guidance is out of D4. Yeah, oops.
Oops. 11.
11.
Better than what it was.
Looking at these ruined faces of these ruined statues, the faces are crumbling, but they do look similar to the visage of other statues that you've seen of the mother. But there's something different about them. You don't. Its face is not crumbled. Its face is completely blank, as it like completely smoothed over and turned away, which is you've never seen a statue of the mother quite like that.
Smooth brain.
They're doing all kinds of weird shit with the mother. 2 heads, this, what's the thing? 2 heads on the coin, right?
Dolphins.
2 colors.
Does anybody want to roll any perceptions or investigations? Anything coming into the space of this ruined temple in the middle of these woods?
Can I do a perception check?
Yeah.
God damn it. 8.
I'll roll investigation.
Alright, Sani, on that 8, you are really bewildered at the sight of not only this desolate temple, but also the strange faces of the mother. But you do notice embedded into the stone these golden inlaid carvings of hourglass symbols, right underneath the archways, on the pillar that holds the arch. What did you get for investigation, Kalis?
I got a 19.
And what are you looking for in particular?
In particular, I'm looking for. I mean, this is an ancient ruin. I kind of generally, perceive what you've explained. I'm looking for anything that gives trap or trap or puzzle, really. That's all I'm looking for.
Okay, and you got a 19.
Mm-hmm.
Looking around, you also notice the hourglasses, and you see other places where you see the symbolism of those as well, and you see the ruined statues, and you also see carvings of the cauldron and a dark swirls of it carved into the stones, the ruined stones in the floor. Um, but you don't see anything in particular that would tell of a trap to you. But you do pick up on, just in your heightened face senses, a cold crawling, creeping feeling up the back of your neck.
Oh shit.
Okay. I'll go ahead, Doctor.
Oh, I was gonna ask if Valkon could ask Lyra, if she's like seen this place before, like she knows the area well.
You see Lyra says, I've mapped a lot of the area, but like I said, the forest is so dense, I could spend the entirety of my mortal life carving out a 10 square miles. So no, I've never seen this place, but I mean there are various ruins throughout the forest, from some predating the courts themselves. Let me see. Lyra herself. Let's see. She can roll a history. Natural 16. Let me see what her sheet. Alright, 17. And you see she says, the only ruined temples that I've ever heard of is temples to the Dark Mother. They're not, they weren't primarily welcome, and so they're not readily available anymore. There's not many of them to be found, and most of them to be found look a bit like this.
I'll say, but generally on the map, like you know where we are. Like,
Yeah, I mean we're inland of the forest of Seneca, but we are still about half a day from the river itself.
okay. I'll say to the group that I don't have the best feeling about this. There's nothing in particular that I can explain, but just situational awareness. Like I feel that we should tread carefully in this area and not go too hastily. And then I will just kind of sneak and just kind of go stick to the perimeter of this area, and just kind of slowly kind of make
Is that
a
more
perimeter.
quicksand?
Yes, those are other patches of quicksand.
And also, quicksand.
So, my immediate thought is there's nothing that, even though it's in ruins, it doesn't mean that the Dark Mother worshipees don't still worship in these places. I'm not getting spooked out.
You're getting spooked out.
I'm not happy. Like, well, he felt something in the back of his neck. Like, I know he didn't say that, but he said,
Metagaming.
my bad. Let me see. What did he say? He has a bad feeling about it. And I just wrote
The little like golden sigils on the building, do they come off? Like,
Looking at them, they are embedded into the stone.
But
Mm.
Valkon, let's not upset this thing. Alright. I know where you're going with that.
Stop trying to make.
Well, and I was
Solve
gonna
the
make
riddles.
a joke whenever Kalis was saying he got a bad feeling. I'm like, so you're saying I shouldn't read this text aloud?
Maybe
As
just
you
read it to
guys
yourself first.
are walking around the temple, observing, trying to get a feel for what is going on, and also discussing amongst yourself this uneasy feeling settling over. Um, in the center of the temple, there slowly reveals this massive, ornate table laid out with a beautiful, delicious feast. You guys can smell it. It smells real. It smells hot and juicy, and you can smell the butter sizzling on the ham.
Oh gosh. Well, I'm
What?
tweaked.
Yeah, I'm like, wait. Should we get out of here?
I'll say pause.
About like really looking at the table. He's like leaning over it and like inhaling.
Everyone
That-
hold.
Mara
The
goes to
center.
Valkon's side and holds him by the arm.
I'm backing away from the table.
I yell out. I think it's illusion. Do we want? I should detect it, or observe or investigate.
I was gonna say, can you detect it without touching it?
Like detect magic. I think you have to touch it, right?
I mean, I can.
Yeah, you.
True strike on the off chance it's
Oh, mimic!
an enemy.
The table's a mimic!
A ship.
I'd be so mad if the ham was a mimic.
It's not dripping with goo, so maybe it's not a shapeshifter.
It's the arm war.
Oh, friggin'.
I'm scared.
I'll true strike. I'll just point at it.
This is like the stuff that pops up in my nightmares.
I'm like,
actually.
Lyra, is this?
Lyra!
What is this?
Lyra looks around and she's like, this is a Fey place. I would not trust everything. And side note, I looked up fully the rules of True Strike, and basically it's like flavor. You get advantage and flavor for it, but it doesn't actually tell you the same things like identify or everything else. So you would get advantage on any attacks against the table, but from what you see of it, it is a solid table. It
Okay,
doesn't
okay.
look like an illusion. It feels and looks real.
Can I do like a religion check? Is this a blessing from the mother? Does she put a peace down here?
Yeah, you can roll a religion check.
Guidance.
And she's feeling this hope. Maybe
I'm
this
like,
is
maybe
a
I
sign.
shouldn't be so pessimistic. That's a fucking nat 20 with it's a 26.
Hell yeah.
On your 26, let's see. You get this, instead of the normal warmth and care that you would be familiar with other signs from the mother, this sends a shiver of cold through your body. And as you have this more than unease, this almost terror shoot through you of like not right. I want Valkon to make a charisma saving throw.
Good thing that's his best stat. Charisma?
Mm-hmm.
Charisma?
That is a 10.
A 10.
Guidance!
No.
I am gonna send you a message real quick.
Discord.
Mm-hmm. In Discord.
Wait, why?
What?
Anything you had to say to Valkon, you can say to us!
We don't know what's going on.
Okay, no, friend.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm scared. It's like ratfish.
Oh God. Why does she look like that?
Who's the ratfish?
Okay.
I'll say, guys.
Yeah,
try-
giving you the exact things of it, but and Valkon, you see, has a calm smile on his face, and he takes a seat at the table.
He's so hungry. He's not even gonna like try not to eat this food.
I'll say, Valkon,
He
what are you doing?
immediately, what's the first thing that Valkon grabs off the table? There's
Valkon, what are you doing?
honey bread, there's this juicy ham, there's potatoes, there's
Like picking the ham up by the bone, like tearing into it.
Mara yells, Valkon! That's it.
I'll run over to Valkon. I'll lay hands on him and put
No! What?
protection against good and evil. He's not talking. I asked him what he's doing, and he seems to be solely focused on this. What is basically
Bad.
an illusion, or just spawned in front of us.
Bad.
So I'll lay hands on and give him protection from good and evil.
That's good.
What?
He literally can't. So
Yeah, I'll touch him and I think that's it's a spell.
Yeah, it's a spell. It is touch. So you go over there, and as Valkon is shoveling in this food in his mouth, you touch him and you cast protection of good and evil, and you watch as the magic of this spell goes into Valkon's skin. You watch as a white wisp pours out of his mouth and spills into the ground in front of you as you see this massive floating form of a ghost.
Jesus Christ.
Falcon, what the fuck?
Alright.
Falcon, you
it
just...
must have think I ate.
No shit, Falcon! You just threw a group spirit, dog.
Kalis chuckles at that.
Oh, where are these people? This is the fucking Last Supper?
Can we talk to it?
I roll.
You wanna-
I mean, are we in? What can I do?
Wait, hold on.
Nothing. The ghost has dissipated, but you do see these figures surrounding the table now. They are not moving towards you, but you are sensing an energy of hunger and
Oh, shit.
hostility
Can
around
I,
you.
can I
But,
bless everyone?
can you bless everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go ahead and bless everybody.
Bless.
As you're casting your bless
Before-
upon everybody, you notice apparating directly in front of the head of the table another ghostly figure, but this one a bit more corporeal and with a pale sunken face and black pits for eyes, but a circlet of moonstone around their forehead and long black hanging hair. And it breathes in and it says, Battle Weaver.
I'm scared. I'm pissing my pants.
I mean, I run.
You have watery bowels.
Yes, that's the perfect way to describe it. How'd you know?
I mean, after laying hands on Valkon and seeing these apparitions appear, I immediately am rolling kind of to the vicinity of where we're at and finding anything that I can quickly duck behind to kind of sneak or hide.
Hold on.
Preferably not in quicksand.
Yeah, you're flying over it.
I'm like, yeah, can I just back away?
Yeah, so
Okay, you also have wings.
remember you do have wings. You do have a fly speed as well as a walking speed that you can use.
I'm like, would I be able to just straight up grab Lyra and shoot up in the
Yeah.
sky?
I turn
Yeah.
into a hummingbird.
Okay. So
Can you-
Mara jump
Can
turns
you do
into
that on yours?
I mean, have they?
They
I
have
guess at this point.
spoken,
Mhm.
but they have not. If anybody wants to make any like insight, investigation, religion, arcana, anything, but as of yet, they've recognized that they've been dispelled. They've been like depossessed, and so as of right now, they're not going forward. But the only thing that they have said to you thus far was from the one in the middle, and that was Spellweaver.
Correction.
Immediately, well, I gotta go. He knows my name. He knows my people.
I can't turn into a hummingbird, don't have that. So, but I do have owl, so I'm gonna be a great horned owl. Big owl. Big mean ass owl. Look at me.
Can Valkon try to speak with them and ask, like, oh, what is your purpose here? Like, why did you possess me?
Yeah. Roll a persuasion check.
I got a... I got a 19.
19? Okay, so
They're not like
Mara is making her like crazy owl movements behind this ghost as the ghost says to Valkon, "We are the Sisterhood of the Dark Mother,
the trouble.
and we have been cursed to this place."
Cursed by who?
By the priestess Minerva Spellweaver.
Damn it! I was gonna say don't say spell.
For denying their call in time of need.
Valkon's gonna look at Lonnie and be like, I feel like this is your responsibility to clean up this mess, right?
Oh my god,
What?
how did your ass? Because I was gonna say, sounds kind of deserved, honestly. I was gonna ask if we would lift it, but help a hoe out, sisterhood.
Should I roll? Should I roll religion? I don't. What? Should I?
Yeah, you can roll religion, maybe, or whatever you feel like. Maybe if you want to, like something you might know about them, or maybe if something you've heard about that.
What do they want?
Yeah. Can I just keep rolling guidance? Is that?
I was told that I.
Yeah, you just gotta say it before they roll.
I know. I've been trying to keep up.
I
with
was
good,
just
that was
making
good.
sure. I was just making sure. I'm so sorry. Thank you so much.
I'm gonna start taking it back. Bro.
No.
Damn.
No.
They're not appreciating my
No, I
effort.
was just making. I was like, do I need to be like holding on to these?
What?
Like,
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
16. I was
16. So you would know because you just read in your histories of Minerva Spellweaver that she did have some infamous interactions with different sects of the priestess of the Temple of the Mother, particularly with the darker aspects of that, of the dark priestesses, which you remember reading a bit about. They are more leaning towards the darker aspects of the Mother, the death aspect of the life and death creation circle. And you do remember reading of a situation of a temple denying aid to a great destruction, and as punishment for it, Minerva and the High Lord at the time bound them to the ruins of their temple. Since they saw it fit to not leave it then, they could never leave it.
Okay. Period. Can I leave? I don't know. I'm starting to side with the dark guys because, like, what I'm hearing is they all gave their eternities to sit at this table to save thousands in a pointless destruction.
What? What did you just say?
She said it was a destruction that they didn't come to aid in.
Meaning they didn't get to help. They didn't go to help the people being destroyed.
Right, I'm thinking like armies underneath them, right? Not just them as people.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Is that Aaron? Am I wrong in thinking that?
You don't know?
Okay. Well, that's what I'm assuming. And so I'm like, okay, I walk away, but I don't stop thinking about it. Don't think about it.
Well, I'm like, what? I mean, what is?
I'm getting a bad stereotype.
Ow!
You see another of the ghosts draw closer to you, Sani, and say, "Come, eat, partake."
I want to.
We can't take, but we love to offer food to guests.
I want to take. I want to fly in the sky. We'll leave.
Yeah.
They're just trying to possess us because they want to get out of here.
I think we should all go.
I'll whisper. Can I use prestidigitation? So I'm currently hidden, right? Or
You're not. I mean, they know where you are, but
Yeah.
you're not in line of sight.
Okay, so I'm
Like they couldn't hit you with an attack or something.
yeah, I'm not 100% sure that they don't know where I'm at. So I'll use prestidigitation to whisper in the ear of the one cloaked in white. He's like, in Sani's voice. You're like, what do you want? What do you want?
And you see the ghost looks around.
Can I move my mouth?
It makes a kind of confused face, but
Like
says,
slightly delayed.
to share our wealth. And then she points to the table. Come, eat. You will be nourished and gifted with what little life we have left.
Valkon's half tempted because it was really good.
It was
Valkon.
delicious, and your belly is full. And honestly, your muscles, your aching, burning muscles, where the strain of carrying your weight and your wings for so long, they feel pretty good.
Yeah, I don't know what they put in that food, but I feel amazing.
It's gonna
Like-
It's creatine powder.
Did you say crazy?
What magical substance is this?
What's this? There's magic everywhere.
There's creatine in the air. Alright, well, I mean, what do we do?
I still want to get out of here, dog. I'm scared.
I'm ready to go.
Is anybody gonna get Valken?
Valkon is a big boy. He can do what he wants to do. If he wants to sit there and get eaten.
Kale doesn't trust it. He says, Valken, get out of there!
Alright, so are we just flying off?
Yeah, we're just dipping.
Small bomb.
So
I'll run.
we go back into the sky, feeling refreshed and ready to set off on the other half
I
of
don't feel refreshed.
our journey.
I feel anxiety and
I'm feeling spooked. I don't know what
we
that
fly
was.
off and I'm like, me and Kalis, we don't actually talk the rest of the time because it was
No.
just too weird.
No.
Because you had to like cast good and evil, like Valkon threw up a spirit. They were still trying to like sway us to eat the fruit, dude. It was crazy.
And then he sat back down and ate more.
Yeah. What?
I'm flying in silence, just like, what have I got myself into?
We're on our way to like a very important meeting. Can I fly as an owl for a little while? Oh.
You can fly. You're a little bit slower, but actually you probably could keep on par with Valkon's speed really well,
Okay.
as an owl.
Well, I'm flying right above him, keeping that goddamn eye out. Stop! Don't be stopping and touching shit.
Stop eating shit. Get that out of your mouth.
I was just starting to like this guy, and then he gets possessed.
Drop it.
Almost.
Drop it.
So I'm flying, and I'm watching him. I'm watching him,
Like contemplating decisions in life.
and I realized that this is how I can use the bathroom when we're flying. And so
Maybe wondering to himself, was this the active impulse? Was this? Is it over now? I don't know.
He really, if he had not like physically seen the ghost come out of him, he wouldn't have even like questioned that he had just sat down and started eating.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I'm eating now.
Even then, he was like, it's pretty good.
Yeah, man. Hey, this ham. Tell you what.
Did anyone hear what Mandy said?
Uh-uh.
She figured out how she can use the bathroom now. She can just be an owl.
I can just fly. When I'm an owl, I use the bathroom.
That's
Really
smart.
I mean, I guess like you could really just fly as an owl with us.
With you at least we can keep
Man,
up
how
with
long
speed.
can you be an owl?
I think like 10
Oh,
minutes.
Yeah, you have, what is, wild shape is,
Like an hour.
I feel like it's half your druid level, I think.
Hmm.
Duration. So I think you would be able to be an owl for an hour and a half.
Oh, wow. Okay, we can get a lot done.
All the
in that
kids
time
around the
frame.
table.
Oh my
Let me
gosh!
double check.
Mom, I threw up.
Next time I fly, I'll
Oh
be
no,
something
not
a little
fool
bit.
up.
Drop it.
I did not know. Kayla says he's flying. Is just thinking to himself like, man, I got really lucky on on just laying hands on Valkon. Like, you know, I didn't know if he was just ignoring me, like, but you know, stuff started popping up, and he sat down and started eating it, and I'm like, I've seen him touch stuff before, but like this was different. Like he just was non-responsive, so got really lucky on that one. Just like rolling in, and just like, and just his like kind of process and just seeing a ghost fly out of Valkon's mouth after eating, you know, turkey leg.
You were quick with that.
You were.
I mean,
So quick.
gotta stay on
Like, you've been wanting to use that protection from good and evil, and you finally got to.
No, literally. Good job.
Like a
Oh, thank
mom with a toddler putting something bad in their mouth. Get that out! Get that out!
I like Brad, like,
He went up behind him and fucking Heimlich, like.
So, where we going?
I tried to draw an owl.
So,
from
as
the hook.
everybody, oh, amazing. So beautiful. She's so beautiful. Everybody gets back into the sky, kind of processing these strange events of our little landing and kind of a short rest. I would like for Sonny, with advantage, would you just roll a survival check for me?
What's your survival?
Does that mean I can roll twice?
yes.
Yes, you roll twice, take the higher.
What is my survival? I don't.
Because my survival's 6.
I don't
So-
think mine is.
I was worried about you. You got 4. It's good. I was gonna guidance, but you're kind of stacked, so I just wanted to. People been questioning my guidance recently.
What?
Wait,
I don't
We
know.
will
I
never
don't know.
question your
I'm
guidance.
just joking. I'm just joking.
I'm
Yeah,
joking.
it's just funny
Okay,
to
so
me.
that's a natural 19,
Oh wow.
and then that's an 11, so the 19 plus 4.
23.
23.
19 plus 4? Hell yeah.
Good.
We've just been in some stressful situations
So,
recently.
looking out into the bright skyline, the day is transitioning over into the later afternoon. You with your keen hearing and or your keen eyesight off far off into the distance. Far off into the distance, you notice the shape of a bird, just against the bright sky and weaving between the burst of mountain ridges coming up through the forest. Um, but the closer you get, you do some quick calculating, speed, size, and you realize that that bird is 5 miles away. But at that size, it has to have a wingspan of 200 feet.
Is it a bird, dude?
And a night
Plane?
cold rushes through you as you realize you are not the biggest predator in the air here.
Oh shit.
And you do notice it at it's 5 miles off, so it's still some ways off. But I would say uh, you have probably about 2 rounds to make a decision before it's rolling perception to notice you.
Should I? So can I be like, I think we need to land. I see something real big.
And you see Lyra say, "Oh shit! Get down! Go down, down!" Because
Down.
she's like, "It's it's a rock," and you know from learning about that a rock is the largest bird on the planet, and that they are massive and vicious, and also incredibly smart.
Oh shit, dude.
Okay. So I'm landing.
So everybody, does anybody want to roll perception, survival, investigation to try to find a good spot to land, to see down below any of your
Survival.
I was gonna say I can roll.
any landmarks,
volleyball.
maybe
20 on perception.
20 perception?
18,
Yeah.
20.
Awesome.
I got. Wait. Yeah, I got a 20 on survival.
Awesome. So Valkon first notices a break in the trees near a nearing cliff, and the glimmer of sunlight hitting water as it rushes over the side of a cliff. And Sani also notices a small clearing nearby that area.
Is that the river we're looking for?
And you say that to Lyra, and she says, it just might be.
Aren't you
You
supposed
have
to
to get
know?
closer.
Oh, you're supposed to know.
It's a glimmer of water, and I'm a human. I don't have your fate eyesight.
I'm geeked by the big bird. I'm a bird right now. I'm a big bird. I'm clacking. Oh my. Bitch.
Would Valken be familiar with the that? Do you say the bird's name? Aircops or whatever they're called?
Rock. It's just
Or
RO.
RSA.
I sketched a rock in my book.
You said ROC?
With- Familiar with them because he's from like mountain ranges and stuff like that, or are they not in that area?
He would have heard of them. They usually nest high in the mountains, but also close to plains, to where you know that their typical prey is like a large elk type buffalo, but they are known to not be afraid of anything and incredibly difficult to kill.
Damn. Do you think? What do you think he's gonna? Do you think he wants to eat us? He didn't see us. I'm landing. I'm out of the air right now. We're landed, right? We're landing.
Everyone is quickly descending into the safety of the canopies of trees and hopefully out of the eyesight of the rock. And you find your way under a much thicker canopy than you were previously, and the sound of running water meets your ears, and it is much dimmer through here because the sun is starting to set behind the ridges of the mountain.
Oh, come on.
Hey, do we need to bottle up some of that running water?
Wouldn't be a bad idea.
This is beautiful.
Do we know if it like works? If like you just bought a running water source and take it with you?
Jordan said it did. The DM did.
I took it down in my notes.
God said so.
That's canon.
That's awesome. Let's bottle it up.
So can we bottle it up, and I'll put it in my spell box. The vial of it in my spell box.
How many bottles do we have?
I have a couple of little like vials with little stoppers we can fill up that he skillfully acquired.
Oh, frog.
I eat the frog while I'm an owl.
I was about to say that.
Hey,
All right.
I was gonna say, does maybe eat the frog?
Protein.
Nice.
And then
Does anybody? Oh, go ahead.
I said it, then I drank some water.
There's a beetle.
She's trying to eat the frog, is what she said. She said, I eat the frog and then drink
You
some
eat
water.
the frog. Absolutely.
Just want a confirmation.
And it is delicious in your owl tummy.
Yummy.
You're gonna puke up those bones later.
Yep.
I say, okay, what's the plan? I think it's important that we stay close until we know that the area is safe. I can do
Valkon trying to jump off a waterfall.
I can do a perimeter, and if somebody else wants to look at camp, I'm not that good at actually setting up camp.
There's a little.
A beetle.
Can I see?
There's like elevated area over here on the other side of the water. It's like higher up.
Can I interact with Lyra and see, like, is this a good place to set up camp? What do you...
So you see Lyra looks around and she says, well, running water, it looks like there might be a cave off nearby off into the corner that may want to be investigated as well. But it looks like this could be okay. We may want to slowly move around because there are animals known to, dwell in caves.
Right. And see, what I'm thinking is camping next to a water source. I mean, that equals traffic of animals.
This is true.
We'll be able to hear you well.
From where we landed,
You could always, camp away where we landed. It's a good ways. I would say, how many feet away is that? That's probably like 50 feet away.
Yeah, we could definitely do that.
Well, should we go ahead and investigate the cave? And maybe be out of, so that thing can't see us for sure.
Mm-hmm.
The rock.
Does anybody want to roll any perception?
yeah, I rolled perception. I got a 15 of just like from where we are currently, from where we landed and the immediate surroundings.
Okay, looking around, um, your immediate surroundings, you landed, you see these massive trees and all of this foliage, uh, little life, and then off back into um, the brush, you you see an foliage covered and vine covered stone object, but you can't really tell what it is unless you investigate further.
Okay. Can I turn into a bat and go in the cave?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
And I can see better that way because I was like, how are we going to see? And if you
perfect.
put fire in a cave, you can disrupt the
Yeah.
walls and the caves in and
So what are you doing?
I'm going to turn into a bat.
And she's gonna go investigate the cave.
You're going in the cave?
Yeah, and I'm going to investigate what was the shiny thing.
No, there's a stone object.
But that was back in the that wasn't
We could
like in the woods.
tie a piece of rope to you while you're in bat form, so you don't get lost.
Oh, thank you, Valkon.
Like
Yeah,
a canary in the cave.
I could tie like a little rope around you, that's so you don't get lost.
On my little feetsy. Okay, now we're in the cave.
Wait, what'd you say?
On my little feetsy. And then I fly into the cave, and I know my friend Valkon's gonna get me out of the labyrinth where the scary centaur is.
I'm like mid-sentence, like, I think I saw over there's a stone.
Minotaur.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! And then you're like, she's already bat. Valkon's already got a rope tied, and I'm like, shit! And just like pivot immediately. I guess we're going in the cave. I said, keep it taut! Keep it taut!
I'm keeping it tight.
Keep it taut!
And Mara vanishes into this dark opening of this cave. And going inside, Mara, with your ears of a bat, these eyes of the bat, you see it's not a huge cave. It has two small chambers in it. If you want to make a perception or investigation to see what you're able to see inside there, exactly, you are welcome to do that.
Awesome, I would love to. Also, are there other bats that I could ask where it goes?
You can get rolled.
You can include that as part of your perception or investigation, or you can do a perception and investigation if you wanted to.
Okay, perception or investigation. Okay.
Look at the little bat.
I know, it's so cute.
I just drew one in my notebook. Let's see. I'm gonna do perception.
Okay. Perfect.
What is that?
What was the other thing? 19 plus 4, so 23.
Dirty 23.
I was gonna say 13.
So, looking around the cave, you look up and you do see clustered along the ceiling of this cave, along dripping stalactites, that there are clusters of bats hanging above it. You see as you fly along towards them, you see like bats scat on the ground. You also see other droppings on the ground and bits of debris, what seems to be maybe some strewn weapons, and a large nest.
Is this the fucking nest of the rock?
I'll say.
Son of a. Is there more about the nest? Can I see? Okay, wait, there's bats. Can I talk to the bats?
Yeah.
So I say,
What do you want to do?
I say, hey bats.
That's what they say.
My name is Mara, and I was just, coming in this cave, investigating and seeing if it would be a good place for me and my buddies to sleep for the night. Do you have anything you'd like to share about the cave that would be helpful to us?
Who lives here?
I'd be appreciative, and I'd be willing to drop off some food in my human form for you guys.
You go up to these, flutter up to these bats, and you hear a resounding voices of sleep, 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 and food, 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 food. And some of them are still like, they're almost like displaying how beautiful their sleeping space is here, and then others that are like fluttering around you excitedly, like you mentioned food.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the food?
They don't talk anything else to me.
No, bats have an intelligence of I think like 2 or 3. So
That is so unfair. They're so much smarter than that. I go look at shit.
I can look it up officially, but I remember it was a joke in campaign 2 of Mighty Nine. They turn into bats, and it's a whole thing.
It's smart.
Yeah, intelligence is 2. They got a -4 to intelligence. All they thinking about is sweeping and eating bugs,
Mosquitoes.
hanging
They
upside
have fucking
down.
maternity wards, dude. Bats are hella smart, okay?
Vampire bats will share their meal with each other because they want they have a slow night. They should share with you, and they remember if you don't.
What is that called? It's called something. Bats are.
Mutualism?
They'll help each other. They'll help.
Not saying they're stupid. They're just not capable of complex, intelligent conversation. And
Well, I want to talk with whoever determined that. And
I'm just a druid. I just
no,
don't
I
know.
agree because they also say that cats don't have dark vision, and that doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, they have
Obviously,
dark
cats
people.
have dark vision.
D&D weren't animal people.
They also said poisonous snakes, which is crazy. Yeah. Anyway,
They're
Just going by the stats. I'm just going by the stats. Sleep, sleep, food, food.
Can I further investigate the nest? Can I fly
Yeah.
over it?
Yeah.
And should I roll more perception?
Yeah, roll an investigation.
Oh,
Since you're specifically looking into the nest.
that's where you get me on my numbers and shit. Well, I did just roll.
You can roll other skills. It's fine.
14.
14. So this nest, you're
Whoa!
hey, your little bat body, everything seems so big. But this nest, which is made up of large twigs and even some branches, it's huge. It's even for your little body. You see tufts of this like gray downy feathers stuck in
Shit.
the nest, and you hear the small shit sound of chirping.
Shit, and I'm a bat.
Right, and you hear the sound, a sound of a chirping.
Okay. Okay.
And at this point, I would say that your rope has tugged taut, because that's it. The rope is about 50 feet in length. So unless Valkon has tied on other people's rope as well, his is at its length.
He's got like 150 feet,
Okay.
altogether, but he just used like the 50 foot.
Okay.
He has them cut up for different pieces.
Right.
Sweet.
I fly back out. Yeah. Because I was thinking about going to grab a little feather, but if the babies are there, I'm not trying to get bit. So I fly back out and can I turn back into a human at will as well?
Yeah, you drop your wild shape.
And I'm heavy breathing because flying as a bat is it looks like, I'm sure it doesn't, but it looks like it takes a lot of their effort. and they just look like they're trying really fucking hard. So I'm out of breath, and I tell them that, I'm like, hey, big ixnay on cave A, bird nest in there, biggin, looks like the rock's home, and it's got babies in it. So what do we want to do with that information?
I want to go get one of the babies.
I knew it. I was gonna say, should we slay the babies or what?
Whoa,
I
whoa,
want
whoa!
to take. I want to take one of them, please.
No. No.
Let's piss the rock off.
No.
We can raise
Why?
it to be
The
ours.
birds, the continent. We could ride eagles, please.
200-foot wingspan.
Why?
Rideable.
What if it's like a Game of Thrones style thing and there's one for each of us? Like it could be like part of a prophecy. Like let's just go check.
They're
I want
probably.
one.
Have you ever seen a baby bird? They're ugly and they can't fly.
We're gonna have
I
to
mean,
feed them, but I'm really liking where this is going.
Does anybody want to make a like intelligence or nature type skill check just to see like what do you think about like
Can I do
what
an animal handling check?
or something like that, maybe
Thought. Just
something along those lines, like maybe like what you might from your knowledge think this could be.
Okay, can I insight?
Yeah, or insight into like the situation,
Yeah.
Okay.
all the information that you know.
21.
You guys could change the TV if you want to. I just had music there. Valkon has no thought. He just wants a baby bird. He doesn't want to look into it at all.
Yeah, and I'm like the
Baby
thoughts
bird!
circling.
Baby.
It'd be really cool to have one that we could ride, but I do think that like the
If there's more than one of them, we can just ransack the whole nest and then take them with us.
right. But then I'm worried that DM's gonna hit us with the birds are getting hungry, and the birds are you gotta do something with the birds while you go over
Instead of
here.
you're feeding the birds your snakes.
Yeah.
That
Oh
would
yeah.
take the fear of the birds and the cockatrices. The cockatrice is cool.
Yeah, the cockatrice was a bad bird call.
We're just gonna fucking be collecting birds.
What you gotta do?
Aviary liberally.
You guys throw
Oh, yeah, I got a 21 on insight.
Hell yeah. So, hearing everybody talk amongst each other, hearing about the nest, you're looking around the area and you're thinking, first of all, what bird do you think of or do you know of that would build a nest on the ground? And also
Big ass
the
one?
Kill
the
you.
canopy overhead is you would be able to tell if a giant rock was busting through there trying to get into the cave.
Yeah, how wide is the cake?
So you're not
Yeah.
sure that it is a rock.
Okay. Okay.
Well, I was. I was in my little bat form.
Okay, feeling better about checking out the bird.
Wait, so you said it? You think it would be a rock?
Not a
Would
rock.
not be
Lame.
because she's like doesn't think that they would have a nest on the ground, and the canopy overhead would have for sure shown like broken branches from it coming in to be able to get into the cave. Everything's too thickly covered for that to make sense of a bird of that size
You make a good
to
point.
come to the ground.
Because now that I'm thinking about it, you want to know what would lay their eggs in a cave? Something that needs their eggs to be temperature regulated, which is most reptiles and amphibians.
Do you think it's a dragon?
I think it's a
That'd
dragon,
be
dog.
cool.
I think it's a fucking dragon.
Can I go in there?
Can you say that again?
Can I go in there?
Yeah.
I
I
want.
say, hey.
Valkon's
I
gonna
s-
go with Sonny.
Alright, we're going there.
Amazing.
I think there's an owl bear in there.
I'm gonna stealth behind y'all.
So Valkon and Sani fly over this pool of waterfall, this flowing water onto this bank, and the gaping cave mouth beyond. And you both walk inside. Neither of you, do either of you have dark vision? or anything like that.
I didn't have it.
You say you don't
So
have it?
everything, the light above the trees is closely encroaching dusk. Um, and so the light reaching inside the cave is not going very far, and it is pitch dark inside. You're going to need some sorts of light to be able to
I
see
have
anything.
a light cantrip.
Okay.
Let me see. But is that? Do I have to like put that? Yeah. Do I just pick up a rock in?
Yeah, you can pick up a rock. You can use your weapon. You can anything to cast light onto.
Can I do it on my whip? I have a whip. I just,
Yeah.
like, hold my whip.
You hold your whip up, and you walk in, and you see, just like Mara described, a cave with 2 chambers, medium in size. You do see off to the side there are scattered debris and broken weapons, and bits and pieces of things, and then off onto the left side, the larger chamber of the cave, you do see this large nest, and you hear chirping sounds
Okay.
from inside the cave.
The Valkon is gonna like rush to the side of the nest and kind of like lean over it. Like I don't care if he has to like scramble or what, but he is like he's checking it out.
On his tippy toes trying to get in. Okay. Mara is on his ass.
Mara, you're outside.
No, am I not in there with
Yeah,
you?
you're gonna follow them.
I thought I did, yeah. And I pull him down and I look at him and I say, hey, birds are some of the most dangerous critters in the world. They have the sharpest beaks and the sharpest talons, and them in this nest are guaranteed hungry as fuck. Easy. Easy on the bird handling.
I'm a bird of prey. Come on.
Okay. Okay, now Mara backs up. She's like, alright, whatever. He's a bird of prey.
That's a cold ass line. I'll let you go.
I'll let you have that one. Fuck what I said.
Yeah. Can I approach? Can I try to take a
Yeah,
look?
so Valkon shrugs Mara off, and he and Sonny approach this massive nest, and you peer over the side, and you see inside this large, like the size of a fat bulldog.
Oh my
And
god.
it is fat and stout with fluffy, downy, gray and white feathers, and the sweet beaked face of an
God
owlet,
damn it.
and it looks up at you and opens its mouth and
Yeah, Valkon like scoops one up in his arms. He like how big is this thing? How is
like
it?
I'm Sookie, Dad and Sabina's fat bulldog Sookie. She was huge, but she was also squat.
He's like scooping it up in his arms and like trying to get.
Roll animal handling.
I'm horrible.
Guidance.
Guidance.
They got claws and
I was
shit.
gonna say you should let me do it.
And while
Can you do
Malcolm's doing that,
guidance on-
Kalis, you're the only person left outside now, right?
I'm outside.
Is Lyra out there?
I was chilling with Mara. Me and Lyra are outside. And I'm just
Okay.
like, I guess we'll hear if they
roll
start
a
hollering.
perception check for me.
Yep.
I got a 9 on animal
Nine.
handling.
On animal handling. So you pick up this fat baby owlet, and it is squirming in your arms, and it's a lot heavier than it looks, honestly. And its mouth, its beak is opening and closing. It is so hungry, and it's like biting after you, and it bites a little bit of your cloak and tears a hole in it. But
I got an 11 on perception.
11 perception. Kalis, you feel the ground like vibrate slightly, like it has like a weird
Vibrate like it's the ground is
like
shaking.
yeah, like a small quake or a heavy step.
All right, Lyra's next to me. I grab her arm and I go, "Follow me," and we dip into the brush as stealthily as I can. Like I stealth. I bring her with me. Like we dip into like behind a tree in the brush, like outside of the immediate vicinity of the cave.
Like
mouth.
over here where this
Yeah.
big fat tree is.
As
maybe.
obscured as I can be from the cave mouth, and clearly like the opening, like where it's at.
Okay.
Valkon like
You guys move around, and Valkon's holding the baby owlbear.
Do I have any food I can give it?
You have some rations.
How many
You
are
have a
there?
little.
I think there's just one, right?
Just like,
Yeah, it's just one.
oh, okay.
Can I give it some food that won't hurt its tummy?
Yeah, you have like a little bit of like dried meat that you can feed it, and you see that it gobbles it up and stops squirming so much in Valkon's lap. Or in his lap.
I'm taking it with me. Like that's what Valkon says. He like makes the dead eye contact with Sonny. Like I'm taking
No,
care
look,
of me.
Sonny is with Valkon, like we're in the nest at this point, and I'm going, can you say Papa? Can you say Mama? Can you wanna go home with us? Like this is but I've seen so many things. This is the best thing I've ever seen in my life. And I'm like, are you abandoned? Like, even this is its home, I don't care. I'm like,
Literally kidnapping it.
where's your, too bad, let's go. Let's get out of here. So, can I use my whip as a cat toy? Like
Yeah,
you
your
follow-
lighted whip. You're luring it towards the mouth of the cave. Does Mara or Valkon, do you think you would be paying enough attention to want to do a perception check, looking around outside of the cave? Mara, do you think you would be looking around? Because you've had kind of an icky feeling about this the whole time. You've been the, you guys, we really shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah, and I am continuing to feel that way. As cool as an owlbear would be, I feel torn about abducting a perfectly well young one from its nest.
He was hungry.
And I question our ability to be good owlbear parents, is why. But I'm worried about the mother as well. And we are a campaign.
Yeah, it is dusk, and you're thinking, when would Mama probably come back? Maybe. You don't know.
So is it
We can put it. Can we put the baby owlbear into the portal and then just go find like a safe place away from the nest for the night?
Hole?
Yeah, if he can go in there and then she can't like track his scent or anything.
for 10
What is-
minutes?
Oh, for sure.
Pokeball, right?
Actually, birds don't need as much oxygen. That's actually fact.
Do we need
Time
to do
is
the
double.
math?
We have 10 minutes. Like 10 minutes. We can fly, find another place to
Who
sleep.
has the portable hole?
I do.
Kayla.
I don't.
Okay.
Okay.
Valkon is wishful thinking it's Kayla's.
You still have that curse on you?
Me?
Either.
Can I roll?
Falcons is gone. You still have
Mara? Can I
the
roll
devil.
persuasion on Laura?
Persuasion?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can roll persuasion.
Guidance. I don't know the word.
Quit hiding singing all
I got
the
I got a nap sweaty. I got a nap sweaty, and then perception is +1, so I got 21. He's giving you like puppy dog eyes. Like,
I'm sweet on
so
here. I can't lie to anybody.
he wants this owlbear so bad. So much cooler than a rock.
Alright, fine. But just know that I don't feel morally okay with this.
She has other babies in there. We're just lightening her load.
Facts. I saw no other babies.
She has more than she can
Valkon
handle.
doesn't know that. He's just like, I saw the one, and that's all I cared about.
There weren't more? Oh, my bad. This one is the only one that caught my eye. Okay. So I let Valkon use my portable hole, I guess.
Okay. So you stash him in the portable hole. What was your perception check? +6. So 24.
Okay, so I'm listening for that mommy bear.
So you've taken the portable hole out and you've put the squirming baby owlbear inside the hole, and you're walking out into the exit of the cave, and then you notice the sound, the feeling of the ground boom, boom, moving, and you look in front of you, climbing down the waterfall cliffside, this massive, hulking, gray and white form of Mama Owlbear.
Shit. I want to do no harm to this mama owlbear.
Turn into an owlbear.
And you see, she sees you guys, and she's sniffing around. And if anybody, Sonny or Valkon or Mara wants to make an insight or perception onto the owlbear.
Talk to her.
Okay. What do we do? She can't smell the baby. It's not on us, right? But we are coming out of the cave.
Right, you are literally coming out of the cave, but she doesn't smell the baby on you.
Right.
What did you do? You said insight?
Insight or perception onto the owlbear. Oh, I'm sorry.
I got an 18.
18?
23!
So you see that this owlbear, any mother animal would appear stressed upon like seeing intruders in her home, but excuse me, she appears like extra stressed. She is already exerted, and you see blood gaping from wounds in her chest, gash marks. And she's panting heavily.
Mama owlbear.
Can somebody heal her? Does anybody have like can we pour a healing potion on a hunk of meat and toss it to her? Is that how that works?
Well, and I could also talk to her.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk to
I
her?
have my herbalism kit. Is there anything I can do for her?
With an herbalism kit, I mean, you might be able to collect things to help her. But did anybody else roll any perceptions or anything as well?
I rolled insight. Crap. 23. I rolled a 23.
So, insight, looking into her and looking into her condition, you have the feeling that she wasn't just running towards home, running towards her baby, but she was also running from something.
Can we be like, we sense danger and found this defenseless owl cub, and so we were protecting it.
Did anybody cast Speak with Animals?
Can you say that to her?
I don't know that that's what I want to say to her. She doesn't know we have the baby.
Well, the baby's not here.
Well, she's not in the cave yet. She's not in the cave yet. Look,
She sees us.
Right, she sees us, but at first I was striding to turn into a bird myself and fly away with my pack, which would have the baby in it, so I could safely let it get some goddamn air at some point. And y'all could manage the owlbear, and you are a priestess, and maybe you could end up healing her. I would have to come back for us to be able to talk to the bear, but
I think some communication is needed. You could pass off the bag.
Pass off the baby and y'all could go elsewhere with it. If we're trying to swipe the baby bear.
I mean, let's see. I mean,
Where's the hole?
she could be in
She's gonna have good info about like
bad condition.
I wonder what she was running from it.
That's what I'm saying. She could be dying right now.
We also need to just ask what's chasing her, because if she's coming this way, that means like what she's been fighting is probably also coming this way.
Yeah.
Why don't you talk?
Okay. So I'll try to talk to the mama out there. So roll my animal handling. Or is that what I'm rolling?
No,
Like, if anything, we could probably tell her we're taking the baby to keep it safe. If that's considered to be safe.
I got a 9.
a 9.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
DC
you
of 5.
are telling her that how are you interacting with her? You've cast speak with animals, and you can hear this growling coming from her and understanding it in your bones as, who are you? What are you doing here? And where's my baby?
Yeah, it's like that.
So that's just like, hey, so we're a camping in the area. We were just checking out your cave as a potential campsite, but I'm more worried about you. What hurt you? What are you running from?
And as you say that, you hear the sound of wind whooshing around you, and you see that
God
this
damn it.
massive owlbear, this fearsome beast, fearfully look up to the sky, and you look down and you see the shadow of not a winged creature but of a human.
Oh,
And
she had it.
all of you look up and you see 2 massive forms of the familiar face of a raptor stag. The beast that you saw on the heads of, or on the walls of Minerva's mansion, that you know to be.
Wait, whoa. Is there stuff that I haven't been able to see?
Okay. I take a defensive position
What?
and I guard the owlbear with my body. I get myself between me and these things. And they're the owlbear and these things.
And I'm going to ask everybody to roll initiative for this.
Motherfucker.
20, baby.
Nat 20!
Me and, what's her?
Lyra.
Me and Lyra. I got Lyra by the arm, and I'm just like, shit.
Shit.
As we've been past it, I'm like, I was trying to piece it together from afar, and I just see these guys flying. And Dom's
You got
like,
a 7.
7? Okay.
Yeah.
I got 18.
I don't know what's going on. I seen them come out of the cave and talk to Owlbear, and then
It's baby.
sky open up.
If we get the mama owlbear killed, then we can keep the baby owlbear.
Almost like that was a plan all along.
I'm
hate that.
I'm not having any of it. Not even a little bit.
What's
I don't know what's going on.
Mara, what was your initiative? I got everybody else's.
12.
12.
That's
Okay.
not it.
Alrighty, well, that is where we will end there tonight. The Raptor Stags as descending in and everybody readying for a battle. Um,